Greetings, Sagittarius, and welcome to your daily reading. My name is Ingrid, and let's all dive in. And thank you again so much for all of your wonderful support, your comments. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to help my channel grow. And thank you so much. And let's take a moment to breathe in and see what the crystal, this is a beautiful energy that's going to pull in what it is we need to know today, Sagittarius. I see you with a single thought. After many thoughts have been rushing through you, feeling like you have to make a decision, you've come to clarity. Yes, you're clear about a situation that has to do with an attitude, a belief, or a thought system. And you are going to write down these goals or something about writing, using a pen. I mean, moving your hand, really getting that momentum going with movement memory. And that is what is coming in the pre-shuffle. And let's see what it is that the Oracle cards have for us today. Sagittarius. And so good to see you. And I'm sensing that you are becoming very clear, almost like crystal clear on a way that you want to solve a problem. And it's a mental issue. It has to do with your beliefs. You could be juggling 2 or 3 perspectives right now. And let's see what the Oracle message for today is. And we come into the reading with the energy of change. Well, there is change coming when you get a new idea and you're clear and you're writing down what it is that you want to pursue, where you're going, these goals. Well, it's going to bring you change. And the number 29 is important, and 2 and 9 is 11. So there is that 1111 portal, that sacred manifestation. But you could be also connecting to this energy of the werewolf. You could be seeing werewolves in your dreams, or just somehow coming up in literature or things you're connecting to right now. But there is change with the werewolf, number 29. And let's see what the Oracle wants us to know about this change. Well, Sagittarius, seek and acknowledge your true nature. Understand what is driving you. Well, that's what I saw in the pre-shuffle, in the meditation, getting that clear, precise vision and taking action on it toward your goals. It could be a new belief or attitude, but you're in this phase of duality, of maybe juggling this decision you're making. But it's between being wild and being socialized. That wild part of ourselves that's very spontaneous and doesn't give a shit what people think about us. That is that energy of just being yourself, authentic. And then that could also be wild, unleashing some wild energy in you versus what is required of you, the socialized part, the more domestic side. And then there's also an energy around control and chaos, where you might be dealing with a control freak, or you could be needing to control a situation because you're getting the clarity, a new attitude, maybe toward change. So like the vampire, the werewolf is a creature that has captured the imagination of humans for millennium, and there seems to be no end to this. Remember that movie with Jack Nicholson with the werewolf? That was a very powerful movie. And so you're coming to this sense that we normally see a story where a werewolf involves painful, bone-cracking transformation from a mild-mannered human into a wild, uncontrollable beast. The man normally fights the change, but magic overcomes him, and he must be and become his werewolf nature. So this is the trigger for the profound transformation. And it often comes with the rising of the full moon, so you could be feeling this significant change then. And so the message here about werewolves is finding a balance between your deeper self, your wilder self, Sagittarius, and your responsibilities and positive boundaries with humans. And so we need to find that sweet spot between being connected to nature and being dominated and dominating nature. And so the plant companion could be the energy of rye. You know, in the field, they make this alcohol, rye, out of the grains. And also the crystal companion is the moonstone. And so there is change coming. You're part of nature, but yet most of us live in urban environments where sitting in front of the computer all day is usual. So maybe this is suggesting it's a time where you tap into that werewolf. Under the full moon, get connected more to your wild side. Walk on the wild sides, Sagittarius. And that is what's coming, that duality. And you are at a crossroads, maybe between choosing when to spend time just in the urban setting and when to get out more into the wildness of nature. And this is what is coming for you today. Well, there is a sense of the energy around you, the environment, the atmosphere. The air you're breathing is one of grieving, of sadness, of feeling that you're reflecting over and over on some loss, something that you have lost emotionally. There has been spilt energy, spilt love. And grief is often love that has no place to go. So you could be feeling a lot of deep love for someone. And you're just in this grieving, mourning process, wearing these heavy cloak. But it's time to take this off, Sagittarius, and come into looking. You've looked over this for many, many months, and now it's time to pick up the cups. There are two cups still standing. One's for you and one's for another. And you both belong together in this beautiful little domain here. But you have to cross a bridge, cross over some maybe very difficult emotions, but change is required. And you're going to be helped by the Queen of Swords. Well, this is the energy of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're seeing something from a higher perspective. You're seeing this loss, whatever it is. It's something emotional. It's something very deep. It involves three different maybe people or energies or different times in your life. But I'm sensing this the three spilt cups. And the Queen of Swords is now helping you to see clearly for the first time. Get above the clouds on this emotional pain you're in. And it's going to bring you change. But the change is coming both emotionally and mentally. And what is at the foundation is this page of Pentacles. Well, look how tenderly you're looking at this, examining it, wanting to learn about this opportunity. It's an opportunity to move beyond grief, beyond sadness. There is that werewolf energy where you might be very just a plain Jane or the just local guy who's just very calm and domesticated. But something wild is going to come out of a new opportunity. And you're going to see something very clear now and speak up about it. And then you know at the foundation what is percolating up from the ground is an opportunity that you're going to be very excited about. And you want to learn about it. You're tender toward it, like you're nurturing a little seed or something that's just forming. And you have to be maybe tender with yourself because there has been a radical change, maybe a bone-breaking transformation. And in the recent past, there was an influence by a partnership, a union. There we have these two cups. The 2 cups behind you now are in your hand, and you're connecting with this person, this connection. It could be a deep friendship, a soulmate, something from a past life where you just feel like you've known this person forever when you just meet them. But it's 2 different forces uniting, happened in the past, so you can take this opportunity and plan to move it forward. You got the 2 of Wands. This is fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. And we've got the energy at the foundation. You're rooted, you're grounded, Capricorn, Virgo energy, Taurus. So you're coming into a plan with this partnership. You might have come into partnership, joined forces, united with something that has changed your life recently. And now you're ready to plan. Maybe you're planning something together. And you're moving forward away from this sorrow toward these 2 cups that are left standing. And that is what we have at the crown. You might not even see it, but this intuition, a passion is coming in. And it's a passion for travel, for expanding out into the world, and maybe in ways you've never explored before. But I see travel. I see that you're already established, maybe in a relationship, in something that you're manifesting. But you're seeing truthfully now about a grief, a loss, sadness, a regret. And what's coming right now is the 6 of Swords. Well, the Queen of Swords is looking to you moving on and is giving you a blessing. With her hand, she's blessing you with her intelligence and knowing what is right. The Queen of Swords doesn't do things that she doesn't want to do mentally, that she knows is not right for her, is not going to support her beliefs, her attitude, her thought systems. And you're going away from something that's very troubling to land that maybe is yet unexplored. Look, where you're moving, you see trees, but you don't see any urban environment. You don't see anything that has been domesticated yet. But you're taking your inner child. You're doing that inner child healing that is required for you to get over this grief. You know you have these 2 cups, and here you have the partnership, but you also are knowing that you need to move on and take this inner child and just what you have on your back. You could be, again, traveling or planning to travel or moving across the waters, maybe moving to a new world, a new country. But definitely there is movement away from conflict toward a new opportunity. And it's coming in with the energy of the devil. And when I picked this up, the devil was in a slightly slanted position. And so it's saying you're at the crossroads of giving up some addiction, of trying to invert and bring that star, that's Aquarius energy, that's inspiration, to an upright position. So you can break free of this entrapment. This could be this partnership, this union from your past has become very entrapping. This could have also to do with just ambition or greed or just thinking so much about your ego desires that you have to go away from something that's harming you. And you're already anticipating this. This is almost like the werewolf. There is change coming. But you have to change by addressing any addiction, any toxic situation, a relationship that you know is not good for you, a substance, a habit, a belief system. And what is it that we need to know is coming in from your environment? But you are at this now grieving some addiction, some entrapping relationship with a Capricorn energy. This is Capricorn. You're wanting to move away. You're getting the truth and the clarity about what it is you need to do. And you've got your wand here, the ferryman holds this wand that is very accentuated because it's saying you're moving from this troubled water, emotions, stirred up, things that are difficult, sadness, grief, trauma, and you're moving on with your intuition. That's you, Sagittarius. You're fired up. You're thinking through this. And it's coming in with the energy around you. Well, people are celebrating you. There is a celebration of the harvest. This could be coming in at the harvest season. We're entering spring where I live, wherever you are. It could be coming into the fall, but it's celebration with friends, with peers, with family that are very close to you. And what is helping you to see this is when you let go of an addiction, of some toxic relationship. People are celebrating you for doing that. Congratulations, Sagittarius, if you've had to overcome some deep heartbreak. And the transformation have been bone crushing, just something that really almost brought you to this wild state of being like the werewolf. But you're celebrating breaking free of an old addiction. And it's coming with the energy now of your hope and fear is, well, when you celebrate, when you break free of addictions or anything that's low vibrating, you're going to come into a gift of reciprocity. You see, this is a card of generosity, of giving out of plenty, giving out of the fullness of your abundance. And the devil can be very entrapping and seductive, but this is a card of healing that by moving on to a balanced perspective. The devil is not balanced, it's out of balance, and you're coming back into harmony. And these could even be parts of yourself, two different parts of yourself that have been begging, that have been needing, that have been wanting, that have been addicted in a bad habit, and you're coming into balance now. So that's very beautiful to see for you and your hope and fear, because you will get the monetary support you need. And if you have come into a windfall of money and you're being celebrated, well, you're going to be joyously sharing the wealth, but you're not going to take the breadcrumbs anymore. You're going to have the whole bounty of the feast, because you're coming out of any time of grief and regret. And what is the advice? Is the Emperor. Well, this is amazing energy of Aries. Maybe something happened recently in Aries season, that was last month, that made you feel like you were commanding power over both your domesticated side and your wild side, and being able to take action and authority over choosing your destiny now, because you're making a plan to take it out there into the world. So that is what is coming for you today, Sagittarius. And let's get some clarification. What is it that we need to know about this Five of Cups, that you're getting clarity from the Queen of Swords about some loss? Somebody maybe passed on, a relationship ended, something that happened at work that was very upsetting and emotionally made you regret some situation, but now you know the truth of it. And it's coming in with the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, where you're going to bring in your independent wealth. You've been working on getting over this grief, and what the grief, loss, clarity on that grief and loss is going to bring you independent wealth, luxury, just an accumulation of amazing abundance that was your hope and fear. And now you're coming in from the 6 to the 9. So there is a lot of wealth around you, but you knew you did this on your own. You healed with the clarity of your Queen of Swords. And it's going to bring you so much abundance and beauty, and you're reaping this luxurious life right now out of the sadness. And what you're manifesting with the Page of Pentacles is something new that you want to work on. And you maybe you don't even see that yet, but that's coming with the energy of the Empress. Well, yes, whatever you start working on is going to bring you to the great divine mother. You're manifesting this energy of the great mother, Taurus energy. And there is a lot of earth here at the foundation, so that says you're making this real, Sagittarius. And it could involve a mother and child relationship. You could be grieving something around a mother and child situation. And you're now seeing the truth of it, and you're nurturing yourself. You're nurturing your creativity. You're nurturing this amazing abundance that's all around you. And you've worked on this slow and steady. And why do we have this Two of Cups? What is this union? Well, the Knight of Cups. Well, some energy in your past was a beloved. Someone came offering you this amazing cup full of love, full of connection. This could be something very passionate, but you're joining forces because of this love was offered to you, and you're taking momentum toward a partnership. And you have been planning this, taking action on it, going out boldly towards something new in a partnership. And it's coming with the energy of the Eight of Wands. Well, you're fired up about it. This is you, Sagittarius, energies of the fire. Whatever you're planning, whatever you put out there into the world is coming back triple fold with a lot of quick communication. You could be getting downloads about how to move on from this grief and build your independence. Maybe the independence is coming where you're getting communication between a mother and child, but also it's a direct download from your higher powers now, Sagittarius. And you need to know this today. This is happening in the next, I would say, 48 hours. And it's coming with the energy of moving away. Yes, you're moving away from this heartbreak. If there has been a severance in a relationship that made you cry a lot and your heart felt like it was just weeping, sweating tears of blood, well, you're moving on from that to something calmer where you can get your security back and heal this wound. And that wound is connected directly to this Five of Cups. So you're healing this with your mind. You're thinking through it now with accuracy, with clarity, with logic. And the Devil is here because of the Knight of Pentacles. Well, this is about working slow and steady, being loyal to the work, loyal to the cause, grounding things, paying attention to details. And that is what is going to maybe help you to break free of an addiction or something that is entrapping you. You're going to work on this, or you are working on it slowly. So you will celebrate it with the environment, because what you're celebrating is the ending of a situation. Well, that is powerful because you've been working on this energy of entrapment, seduction, addiction, low vibrating energy such as shame and guilt. And that is coming to completion. It's dying. It's over. And you're celebrating this death. Well, a lot of times when we give up an addiction or a negative relationship that's unhealthy or toxic, there is a requirement of something to die, to totally change, like this werewolf energy. And so I sense at the full moon, you're going to celebrate an ending in your environment with people who are supportive of you, and you're going to gain some balance financially. So trust that. And there you have, again, the wands. So you go from the 2 to the 3. So there is a progression from a plan of action where you've already established yourself. You're taking it out, and you're using a visionary tactic to balance out your finances. Maybe you're taking on a new job that is going to require you to balance your emotions and your finances so you can boss up and take leadership over this energy of Aries. And what is it we need to know about the Emperor? Well, you're coming with the 10 of Wands. This is a card of burden. If you've been in a situation where maybe a boss has been overworking you, you've got both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, Taurus and Aries right here. So this happened in Taurus and Aries. We're in a Taurus season now. So whatever manifestation or opportunity to manifest something with the divine feminine, to be very creative, productive, it's become under the energy of the Emperor, it's become a burdensome, but you're going to take authority over this burden and rise up out of the ashes, like the phoenix, to command your true position as the one who has power over your life now. And this is an incredible reading, and I hope this resonates for you. But big change is coming, but it's coming because you're letting go of grief. You're letting go of heartbreak or a severance in a relationship. And you're bossing up to the divine couple of the Emperor and Empress could be important in this partnership. So this is coming for you. It's exciting energy. But if there's been a burden around Aries, around a boss, around a father, around an authority that's become too burdensome, where you're going to break free of any kind of addiction or toxic energy. And the way you do that is to keep on working, keep on going. And one final card about this Emperor. What is it we need to know about the Emperor? Well, you need to wake up from a nightmare. Maybe you feel like that you're very anxious or depressed, and it's been a burden to try to be under the power of this boss, this father. And you're going to wake up from that and let that burden go, if necessary, Sagittarius. And so I hope this resonates. It's so good to deliver this message to you. And you have all of the wealth you need now independently to see the truth about this manifestation. And it's coming in with equal give and take. And it's going to boss you up to the next level. And this could be a burden you're taking on. So be careful about taking on too much. And it could be backbreaking. But you are going to learn from this Emperor what it is that you want to take action on now. And so it is, and sending you so much love. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like, and share. And see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.